Hey guys, it's GRT here again. I'm making a video for Tuscan this time. Last time I did one for Inferno, and people took that pretty nicely, and they actually liked it a lot. So since it did a good job with people in the comments and everything, we're making one for Tuscan. This time I'm not going to be talking for 50 minutes, so like I did last time. I'm going to have to avoid that because I have practice. So I'm going to try to make this one a little more snappy at like 25-ish minutes. And just again, like before, I'm not going to give anyone the strats or anything because that's pointless. That's your team's job and what works best for your team. I'm just going to tell you what I think of the map and what needs to be done in order to, help you win the rounds, etc., 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 and some other good things that you could use. Alright, so T-side Tuscan, it starts off. There's many different ways you can start off with like a default-ish round. You can have 2 to the left and 3 to the right, or 3 to the left and 2 to the right. Basically, what you want to do is, if you're not going to be aggressive or anything off the bat, and you want to take everything slow, you want to make sure that you play passive on each storage room, just for the fact that in case they try to push down and get aggressive on you, because a lot of CTs do that. They like to push down and be aggressive and take over the storage rooms, and if you're playing passive, you can retake the storage room, or maybe even get a pick on them for being sloppy. So you might want to do, like, I would say, either 3 on this side, 3 on this side, or 2 on this side, and 3 on the other side, or 2 on the other side. So you'd want to start off like that and hold the storage room passively at the beginning, and then eventually you can start working out since you have the time, because it's not CGS rules anymore. So, and again, I'm talking about gun rounds right now, not pistols. So once you guys clear out both the storage rooms, okay, that's when you can start doing some things, because now all this is cleared out, they can't be pushed up. Now you can start doing your strats and maybe working areas. Thing about A side, if you're gonna be going like a lot of people like to do the double smokes on the kitty, and you're gonna have to wait for those smokes to clear, because the fact is people like to pre-nade up the wall kitty, do pop flashes where they flash the guy in the sky. So I throw a flash in the sky and it just blows up right here, and you have no time to dodge it, and the guy peeks. So you might want to play passive on here, maybe like throw a flash, throw a nade or something, just to draw out their nades, just to make them waste flashes and smokes on stuff when they don't really need to. And again, if there's 2 smokes here or whatever like that, you have to stay back and not even try to take it, because if you do and you run through those 2 smokes, you're just gonna get run over. This map is kind of basic. There's nothing like too complex you can really do with it. Well, you could, but for this sake, I'm not gonna really do it. For middle, common things people like to do, honestly, is the 2 guys on either side of mid, or the 1 guy who does the the random peek at like random times on stuff and tries to get you when he's on top of it. I wonder if I still have the... where is it? Damn it. Where is the thing that lets me go through walls? Oh, that's gay. That's just gay. Guess I can't do that anymore. Okay, so again, middle guys, like that's how they do it. They like to play passive. You can probably it's not going to be easy getting picks in middle unless you actually go all the way up middle. If you have an op, your best option is to try to pick off a guy there or a guy right there, and then that's about all you can do, really. For the right side, a lot of people on CP side also, they like to cut this choke point off. This is where people like to engage in battles. This is the fact that, like, if you play passive in the B site, it's kind of easy for the T's to walk up and sell fakes and and take that site. So most teams will have like a catwalk guy, somewhat close, and maybe 2 guys, or a guy push down banana, and then eventually they'll take and hold it with an op or something like that. So you have to clear this out, the right way and all that stuff, flashes, whatever you need, just to make sure you guys clear out this area, because in case they push, because that's also a deadly way and a stupid way to get killed as a terrorist. So basically you have to like clear all these areas on both sides before you can really execute a strat, unless you're just doing it straight up. We're gonna go B off the beginning, and you go there before anyone in A like pushes kitty and finds out you're all going B or something like that. So yeah, that's a good thing. So that's it for just initial clearing up the areas. Another thing is lovely on Tuscan is T side is very good to abuse the sewers, which is great, because sewers make taking A so damn easy if you do it correctly and you don't get killed while you're in the sewer. So sending guys there is also a great help as well. Kitty, there's nothing really too complex about here. A lot of people like to do that stupid. They like to have guys like behind here, doing counter flashes and all that stuff. A guy in the site, just they play passive. If they're not on kitty, they're gonna be passive and all that stuff. Maybe even in this stupid grass crap here. So All I'm saying is you might want to draw out the nades on kitty, okay? And then once you're ready to take it, let an op lead. If you're not gonna like do an execution strat and you're just trying to do picks, let the op lead so he can like, you know, pick here, pick the ground, pick the door, pick the sniper spot, and then come out pick the right here, like we call it warden, and then come in here pick that, and then again, you know, watch out for anything else like that. If you're not gonna do that, just do an execution where if you're gonna take kitty, you're gonna have to like flash it off, and you're gonna have to make sure you throw smokes roughly, okay, maybe not that close, but roughly in the area right here. Because if this is smoked off and the guys can't support the guys who are holding kitty, the two guys, makes A so much easier to take, plus the guys come out the door. So it's very easy to take the site if you smoke off that area right there. It's terribly easy. The only problem is getting to that point, because right here is where people cause the most trouble. But then also, since you have so much time, you can work it slow enough that you can draw out their nades. And when you draw out the nades, and if they have nothing left, taking kitty is the easiest thing in the world when someone doesn't have nades. As to middle, same kind of thing. Once you get up to the close, like, you know, basically you'd only really go middle unless if you wanted to split A and smoke off this side over here, or if you want to do some crazy kind of thing where, you know, you get up middle and you smoke off the left side and you flash up and you hit the window room, or just go through spawn to B. Middle is just mainly, you don't want to get really picked, but you can. It's just mainly trying to, like, you know, if you want to have an op or trying to like catch off the guy peeking middle, whatever like that. But there's nothing much to it besides maybe when you're hitting A, you just smoke out the left side here so the guy's kitty again cannot get shot from anywhere there, and then have one guy here just lob flashes from here and off the wall here to like blind the guys in the sight, so it makes the job of kitty and the door so much easier. For B, honestly, again, the same thing. This causes the most trouble. Once you can take this area, that's when you're like in good position, because right here, people, you know, if they're either going to be peeking down, peeking from up here, you know, just a normal off spots or whatever like that. And if they're not there, they're just going to have like playing passive. And when guys are playing passive in this site, it's pretty damn easy to take. So that's why CTs are mostly somewhat aggressive on this map. Aggressive on the choke points, plus doing pop flashes to try to catch you blind, because if you play passive in B, it's pretty damn easy to take over if you have set flashes and set smokes and everything, because if you get up this close, 2 steps you're in the site and there's only 1 or 2 guys max watching it. There's not going to be more unless the guys at A push down and find out there's no one there. Taking kitty here, we call it, or Z, whatever you want to call it, is a little more trickier because it's a little more close cornered, so you can get, you know, flashed pretty easy, and there could be guys from window. But there's also so many things you can do and work here, because if you get up kitty, if you feel like, hey, it takes 2 seconds to boost a guy up window and then he can go and kill the guy middle, you can fall back to A, he can go towards spawn, he can go across the bridge here, he can do all kinds of things. The main threats here would be the window and the guy playing from inside the site. Once you take around this area, then it's like, you know, the guys around this area, and it's, again, if you have numbers on him, chances are you're going to trade with him at worst, unless he just like pulls some amazing shots off. Like, honestly, this map's not like too complex like that. That's just like things you have to worry about. But if you're gonna do strats and all that stuff, you know, if you want to hit B fast, you're gonna have to take over this choke point faster, and you're gonna have to make a move on it before guys in A, you know, make it too obvious that, you know, they're gonna, you know, that you guys are going B or something like that, because you're gonna get caught off guard. Or even one guy throwing flashes there, you know. You can do a default, right, but just keep it a little faster. Like, instead of having 3 over there, 2 over there, just have 1 over there and 4 over here. Take over this fast, come here and start working this, and then while the other guy falls back from mid and supports. And also, it's very easy to catch rotators with an op. So if you like guys fake B or something like that, and, you know, have an op here and they cross, get that kill, you guys can fall back and take A as an alternate like strat, or just a call, like, you know, a different call like in mid round. You don't need to necessarily hit B, but this site is so wide that it's pretty good to, it's an easy map to sell fakes. Like, if you have 2 guys kitty here and 3 guys B, okay, and these 2 guys kitty, get a pick, okay, or make it easy on kitty, and then, like, you know, start smoking off here and flashing and stuff like that, and doing a good job. They, like, you know, getting a kill at least. It has to get a kill. Just selling a fake, you know, enough so that a B guy, the guy usually would play short A, would rotate to try to help them. Then the B guys have an easier time of taking it. Same thing, vice versa, you know, do like a 2-1 B, squeeze the site, or just go 3 long, smoke and take the site while you have 2 guys kitty waiting to shoot him in the back or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good map to sell fakes. But one key thing in T-side that's also amazing to do is if honestly you send guys sewers, if you do default and you send guys sewer, like, best thing would be to send 2 guys sewer, okay? and you work to a 2-2-1. 1 middle, 2 kitty, 2 sewer. Once you work sewer, and like sometimes they play CT plays down here, right? If you can get that kill, money. You guys most likely will win the round because it's so easy to take the site from the door. But if not, you know, a few things you have to worry about is like have one guy open the door, the other guy have his gun out, because once you open the door, god damn it, open the door, right? There might be a guy here, a guy there. Just have a guy here posted up, getting ready. Plus, people can see you on the radar. So once they see you on the radar, they're gonna make a move for it, right? So you have to be somewhat quick on this. One little sneaky thing you can do is you can throw one smoke to smoke yourself off. Once that gets a little bit thick, the guy also opens it up, and this guy right here banks a flash off the wall here to blind anyone. It explodes right here, blinds anyone like in this area, especially, and not the kitty guy. It does not blind him, and then that just gives you guys a free way to take the site from the guy's kitty supporting you. So you come in here, this should be cleared out. You come out. Your job would be to focus on these areas right here. The site, you know, just taking this, right? Plus this should be smoked off from the guy's kitty in the middle. So when you come out, and also the guy's on kitty, if you time it right, the guy's at door ready. Alright, the guy's at the door. Alright, we're ready. Guy kitty throws a pop flash. That blows up to anyone who's right here that could be playing with a Colt. The door opens from the guy in there. Can probably kill the guy here blind. Most likely he'll fall here. Throw the flash. This guy gets re-blinded. Plus everyone here. You squeeze the site. Shit is a joke. You guys can win the round no problem. Obviously, the problem is getting confronted before you get the shot to go off. Guy middle, throw a smoke here, throw a flash, and then you can also throw another flash right here to support, and then he can fall all the way back to kitty to support, or you can lurk up and try to get kills, or maybe even watch the flank. That's my favorite strat in Tuscan, to be honest with you guys. But B, up to you guys. Just, you know, all it is, you guys have to clear out the choke points unless you go to do a strat fast. A cool thing you can also do is you can catch the guy's kitty off guard. If you have a good bunny hopper that has a good spawn, he can bunny hop his way up here, just straight up come here, toss a flash, come out, and he can pick a guy while they're like trying to set up and then while they're being sloppy. Or you not even throw a flash, just come out with an op when they can, just get a pick in the first place. And then have a second guy here playing support who can like just help in case the guy tries to try to counter flash him and try to pick him. It's a good way to get a pick, so you can try it once in a while if you guys feel comfortable and confident enough to do it. That's enough for T-side, I would say. That's just stuff that I like to do. That's just personally me. To be honest with you, my team's never been good on Tuscan, but our A takes were usually really good. But the problem is getting confronted beforehand. So that's the big problem you need to worry about. So draw nades. Drawing nades is the best way to just take sites on any map, really. If you can draw nades and give them like less flashes to hold the site later on in the round, then your success rate will just go straight up if you guys do that. A good example of that would be Beyond Inferno. Pump some flashes over the site, smoke the spawn. People will counter flash and nade and smoke and all stuff just to like stop the rush, but you're not actually rushing it, and you wait and then you re-execute, and then they only have like maybe one flash or whatever to get you. You know what I mean? So you want to try to draw out nades if you can, but just be aware of the choke points because that's the problem here on this map. Let's talk about CT side. I'm just gonna swap sides for some reason. I don't know. I like being blue. Alright, so obviously I'm going to be saying a lot of the same things and technically on how to hold places, but it's effective. That's how it is. You need to hold your choke points. If you play passive, this map is so wide open, so susceptible to flashes that you're going to lose, right? So common things, I'll just start off with kitty guys. Usually two guys kitty. They either play both concentrated kitty, one guy sewer, one guy kitty, etc., etc. So basically what you want to do is at every round, okay, you don't necessarily need to do it right away since the rounds are really long. You want to try to delay them. You want to delay the teas as much as you possibly can. Like, so honestly, you know, let's say you wait 20 seconds, 30 seconds, double smoke the kitty. They can't do shit. If you throw two smokes right here, they're not going to be able to run up and try to pick because they're going to be double smoked out. Once those double smokes come out, that's when you can do pop flashes and try to get a guy who's close to pick them. Something like that. And then later on, if they're going to come, play passive, and then use your position advantages. Right? If they're coming kitty, perfect thing to do is just blind the shit out of them. You know, they're coming up kitty. You can do that. You can kill them. You can just stay anti-flash here and come up. Common spot is this is a beautiful spot to get headshots. All you can see really is their head. You just come here, spray them down, easy kills. Only thing is you have to watch out for that door. That door is trouble. So what I like to do is, what me and Paradox used to do in optics, what we found eventually worked pretty well, was I would come with them. We'd double smoke off the beginning. We'd either double push the sewers to try to pick anyone that might be there. Usually you'd run all the way to get to roughly, you know, it doesn't matter here, and then you just strafe out and get ready for the guy who's possibly there. If this is clear, chances are they're not going to be going sewer, and if they are, then it's just a luck. It's just risky. So you can either have one guy pushed all the way through to the storage room A, I think it is, yeah, and the other guy fall back, again watching out for the guys possibly on K to pick you, or you can just both fall back and concentrate on Kitty and just know that chances are they're not going to be going door. Also, another thing we like to do a lot too was, if I pop flash and there's no one here, me and him would eventually, we would just take it. We'd get up close, flash, and we'd just run in and just take this together. Because sometimes you need to take a risk, because this map is so wide open that people can work you pretty easy. So, if, like I say, B guys are calling 2 or 3 B working it, right? Me and Paradox would be like, hey, it's probably a good time to take the risk and push this to try to isolate so we know that they're going B. So we would come Kitty, you know, being smart and all that, throw a flash down, and come in and take it, basically, just in case, you know. It's kind of difficult because it's really hard to flash guys. You basically have to hope they're in general this area because there's so many objects here. But eventually we would just take it just to make sure, and sometimes we would catch a lot of guys with the back turns over here. That's the way we like to do it, you know, also making sure you pre-nade and all stuff, just like late in round, mid-round, or whatever, just to try to catch him off guard and hit him up a little bit for health. While we would be doing that, we would have War Machine. He'd be playing on either side middle. He wouldn't really have to do much. Basically, his job was not to let him come up middle and split us, and if they did, he would use flashes to delay them and everything, so the guy, we'd have a support from the B player coming from either spawn or the window. We'd boost him up or something like that. I'm not really good at mid player. If you have a really good opper, you can set that opper doing this, because I didn't like opping middle and neither did Mo, so we had War Machine Colt it. So if you have a confident opper who can hold middle, by all means, do what you gotta do. Just don't let your boys get you know, squeezed. B guys, again, common things are you need to, like, if you're gonna want to hold B effectively, you might want to try to cut off the choke point here. Flash it, take 2 guys here, 2 guys short, or 1 guy short, 1 guy long. Basically, try to take over this choke point to make sure they can't get it. Hold them in. Double smoke again if you really want. If you have both Colts, so you can delay the round a bit. If not, you can try to set up an opper right here. Okay, if you can set up an opper right here, they can't. You know, you peek this first, right? But you set up an opper there. They can't go anywhere until they cross your crosshair, right? So you can do this, and the other guy can leave you, or you can just, yeah, he can just leave you, or you can just stay and play support. But you can set up an opper there. You got, you know, you can hold this this garage pretty easy. You have the other Coulter right here just chilling. Then once they try to take and you shoot, you can come out and, like, you know, play support and try to get the kill for you. But you know, there's a lot of things you can do here. But personally, if I was playing B, I would have the 2 guys working together at all times. Like, you know, just communicating, making sure you cut the choke point. And if you really don't have a good response point and you don't want to do it, or the team likes rushing B, you don't necessarily need to do that. You can play a guy, you know, op 2 Colts in the site. You can play, you know, just play passive and, like, play here, just maneuver, right? Once they see him start coming, the guy middle can come window and help you, and you can, like, shoot him from here, shoot him from the window. You can basically just squeeze them like that. But the problem is, you gotta make sure that you don't let them boost, because if they boost, that can win them the round, no problem, right? So you're gonna need to, like, confront them a little bit. So I'm not too sure how to play short. You guys have to figure it out, but, you know, try to cut the choke point as much as you can. And if you can't do it or it's not working, then you can play back and passive. A lot of people like doing this. You know, if you really want to be gay, you spot from up here. You know, they try to take it. That's your cue to, like, nade and all that stuff. You can play back and all that stuff. Let you guys know that they can boost if they really want. Or you can even flash and peek and be a little more aggressive. Or if you really want to be gay, throw a smoke down and then sit in it. You know, just use that to your advantage. You can see them coming up, kidding and all that stuff from here. You can abuse them plus support here if they try to take banana. If you guys really get desperate, you can do isolation, which is basically, let's say they're splitting B, you and your partner, if they're coming from long and from cat, you pick one and you concentrate on it. So in this case, it'd be better to concentrate on long. You know, flash over, whatever. Okay, I don't know if you can flash over or not, but you know, say, okay, let's take long. You know, flash off the wall, whatever. Take long together. Kill the guys here. So now that you got position advantage over them, and then those guys catwalk are basically fucked. They can't squeeze B as easily. So that's a good way to do it too. If you want, you can do the same thing for catwalk. You can isolate that, etc., etc. You know, it's a good thing to do, just to do that in general. But that's stuff I would probably personally do. If you're gonna play passive with an op in the site, you know, you either push down and hold the choke point, or you can do one of these, op down here like this, or like this. I prefer this way here because you get the first angle. You can get that shot off pretty damn easy. Or you can even do it from right here. Get the shot there, and then you can fall down and do all kinds of things. You can flash, you can counter. You can use all these like objects in the halls to your advantage and repeat and stuff. So it's pretty good. Plus, you can also let them take the site, kind of, right, and then like just catch them off like this. But you necessarily don't want to give a team a chance to take the site. That is easy. Plus, being on top of this is pretty damn good. And also right here is very effective because it's hard to get blind, and then you can catch them running in the site, focusing on the tent, the top, and the bottom, right? So you can just kill them here while they're not looking at you. It's pretty good too. But yeah, just this site's kind of it's hard to hold CT side if you don't do if you play passive on both sites. You can get abused. You can get faked. You just get picked. It's hard. So you have to try to avoid that. So another thing you can do is you can do team pushes, right? You can do a storage room B push, a storage room A push, or a middle hold, which I'll explain right now very quickly before I bore the shit out of everyone. But if you really want to do a B push, two guys drop window, bang flash, come down here, bang flash, peek this together. Okay, just know that obviously they can be holding for you, so you have to be smart about it. Two guys come middle, smoke off right here, double smoke right here, just in case so no guy can run through and shoot in the back. Double smoke it off, come here. You know, if you really want it, you can bang a flash up, but you have to make sure your timing is not like bad enough to blind your teammates without pushing B. Flash off here and then take this together and get the kills. Then watch your ass from behind with the third guy who'll be middle, doing one of these. He'll either be with you, opping here, opping the cross, if you don't want to smoke it. But if it's smoked off, you can be watching through the smoke, or he can be spotting Kitty in case they try to take it, and he can delay them enough so you guys can flank or do whatever it is you need to do to retake the site. But he'll play support and distraction. They start coming Kitty, you know, delay flash, blind them, you know, just wait, throw another one, just to delay them enough so you guys can like take it as a team. You know, even nade sight or whatever. Oh Jesus Christ. What else can I say? Okay, so that's just the B push. The A push is somewhat similar, but not really. You don't need 4 guys, 5 guys to do this. You can do it with 3. You can have your B guys doing your normal stuff, but the A guys, if you really want to, you can come here, best spot, and bunny hop your ass down here. Come here, and you can beat guys a lot of the time. And if you really want, you can bank a flash, but careful because they might be bunny hopping in front of your face. So you come here and you just take this together. You just take this, and then it was the 2 guys coming Kitty, banking the flash shots coming in. You guys are supporting. You don't need to throw flashes, but if you guys can find flashes that you really want to use, you can go for it. But you just basically take this together and try to isolate the 3 guys that are here. And again, watching your ass from behind. So be very careful about that. If you guys want to do that, you can do that. This push is not the most recommended, I would say. I'd try to avoid that as much as you could, really. But another cool thing you can do is you can take over middle and be aggressive B. Okay, it's like a mid hold kind of thing. 3 guys middle, 2 guys B. You know, 2 guys trying to cut the choke point. Got one opper. You know, he can be throw a smoke down right here, sit in it, and just op here so they can't go Kitty, right? And have 2 Colts. You know, you can either be aggressive with it or you can just be passive and just like hold middle, like just basically playing a retake on it. Like one behind this box, one here, so that if a guy throws a flash off, you both can't get blind and you can come out and support. And plus this opper's right here just ready to kill that guy, and he can fall back and off and back here as well. If you guys really want, watch like CGS demos. That's the best time to like watch Tuscan demos. Just the fact that it's all it is gun rounds, and people try to do so many different things to try to win these maps, because usually a lot of the time it'd be close. It'd rarely be just pure rape unless the team is just really damn good. But that happened a few times. But you know, if you watch Optics versus Venom, like we played them I think 3 times on this map. Just watch like what both teams do and all that stuff to try to counter each other and the setups you do, and you could probably just copy them or do something like that. But even get ideas. But it's just stuff like that. Pistol rounds. I'll be quick on this one too. Let's see. You can do, you can do. I'll give you 2 pistols. Okay, You either do be aggressive, 2-2 push, be aggressive on the storage room, isolate it off, or you can do the same thing where you do like a retake of A. You basically play either rush the storage room, or you can play passive. Like let's see, I can't remember how we used to do it. I don't even know if I ever played pistol around this map, to be honest with you guys, but it's kind of like mill on 1.6. You have a guy spotting down here, 3 middle, 1 guy B. What it would be is basically you guys are just holding this together. You know, throw smoke down here, do what you gotta do, it doesn't matter. You're basically just holding middle, and then if they go B, you flank. If they go kitty from the guy spotting here, you flank. Or just shit like that, or you can just retake from the site. But if you play passive on this site, not together, on pistol rounds on this map, you are gonna get raped. So you might want to stick together on these maps for sure, okay? Because it's gonna be risky. You can 4-man push long. You can do all kinds of things, but do not do like a 2-1-2, because if that happens, you're not gonna be able to stop that many Glocks coming at you. T side, a good one. People like to give up A, and if they give up A, you might as well just take it. So if you guys want, have 2 guys with full nades, or even just drop USPs and get 2 smokes, and basically just work your way up A. If you smoke off this area right here on a pistol round, and not let them able to shoot you and try to get you guys from going to sight, you can plant right in the open, and that can be covered from door, kitty, anywhere, right? And if you have nades, the guy's kitty just hold back, and then once the CD starts to try to retake the site, you toss that nade. That's gonna rape the crap out of them, right? So doing a kitty shot on a pistol round is what I would probably do on this map if I had to do a pistol round in the first place. So I would stick to taking kitty, unless if you want, then you can do a hard B. If you really want it, you can do like a hard B and try to catch them off guard while they're trying to. But the problem is, teams like to push on pistol rounds, right? So if you either go real slow and let them take over the storage rooms and retake it, or you go real fast and try to beat them and try to catch them off guard. So most teams would be aggressive on storage room 2 pistol round, right? So if you go kitty, chances are you could be almost guaranteed a plant at least, right? If you go, teams don't necessarily push pistol round storage room A. It's kind of hard to take over that site. So again, up to you guys, but I would probably just take kitty with smokes and flashes and stuff like that, and that'll be the safest way to get a bomb down at least, so that even if you do lose pistol, you can come back. And if you really want to go slow, if they're not going to push, you can do guys door. If you squeeze kitty in door, you think 3 USPs in A could hold 2 guys coming out door and 2 guys coming out kitty? Unless they're insane with the headshots and all stuff, there's chances are they're not going to be able to do it. So again, up to you guys. I believe I covered enough things for now. I'm not sure if I missed anything like I did on Inferno, and I had to rush this a bit because I can't. If I really want to get excited, which I usually do, I spend like 50 minutes just going over some things. So again, just leave posts in the thread. I will reply to you for sure if you have any questions or concerns. I will help you guys. No one had any questions or concerns about Inferno except to request Tuscan, and Contra, but I can't do Contra because someone else is doing it. Just if you guys keep viewing these and giving good feedback, I can keep doing these no problem for each map and give you my perspective and my take, and hopefully help you guys become better. So do it up, and if you guys have any individual things you want me to go over and all stuff, I can obviously help with that too, because obviously I can help you guys with that too. Demos, I'm not gonna really have any demos. Like, I have POV demos from Atlanta and Toronto, not against popular teams, but I might just use one of those to show mistakes and stuff since I was screwing around a lot. But anyways, for now, this is good. So I hope this helps you guys on Tuscan. So give me some feedback. Peace.